We tend to talk disparagingly about ideologues or people who are stuck on an ideology. It's the word that's next door neighbors to cultish or something like that. But I don't think we've necessarily worked out why it's dangerous. And here's one aspect of it, not the whole story. The problem with ideals is that they're unachievable, and therefore they give us a way of talking like we're on the express train to pure virtue. And we're not there yet, but we know where there is, and we don't have to worry about not being there yet because it's kind of unattainable. To give you an example, if you read Jesus literally, he is saying that you should always turn the other cheek. You should always be charitable to your neighbors. You should, and your to foreigners and all of those things. And you even got this weird debate between J.D. Vance and the Pope about this recently, where the Pope is saying, no, you got to love everybody, and J.D. Vance is saying, no, you have to be selective. You have to engage in triage. He's saying it self-servingly. I actually agree with J.D. Vance on this one. But think of what it means to set people up with the idealization that you should always be generous to everybody, which you can't, won't, and shouldn't be. Okay, think of what an advantage that is. I think of it like purgatory. Purgatory is the state where you are destined to get into heaven, but it's going to take some time because you made errors along the way. So that's like nodding off on an express train to heaven. You don't have to worry anymore about it. You know where heaven is. You know you're destined to get there. That's the advantage slash disadvantage of idealism, is that if you have unattainable goals, you can always say, cut me some slack, man. I'm trying to be good. I'm not there yet. I never said I was perfect yet, but I will be perfect because I know where it is. It's a recipe for hypocrisy. It's a recipe for virtue signaling. And I think that had to be the original appeal of all the idealistic versions of things we've got, whether it be mindfulness or the Christian way of life, whatever it is. These are not people who are lurching towards the excitement of depriving themselves of freedom and safety by putting themselves out there. That can't possibly be the appeal. The appeal has to be, oh wow, I found an ideal I can hide behind. I have found an unattainable goal that I don't have to worry about reaching because it's impossible to reach there, but it's lofty sounding, so I sound good from it. I think enlightenment is a perfectly reasonable goal as long as you realize that you can't possibly get there. No one has. There's way more lip service talk about enlightenment than there is any evidence that any single human being in human history has actually reached it.